Hi Aries, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for returning. Thank you for all of you that subscribed, like, and comment on my readings. It does help me greatly to expand my channel and, of course, to pass the word to more people out there. Today, we're doing another reading for December 2024. This is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus sign. So, today, we're going to be using the Angels and Ancestors Oracle card, followed by the Witch Tarot, and we'll be clarifying with the Familiars Tarot as well. Okay, so let me take these two aside for you, Aries. And as I shuffle these cards, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would invite you to do so if this type of content interests you. And also, if this reading resonates with you, I kindly ask you to hit the thumbs up and let me know in the comments below if this makes sense to you, if you enjoy this type of reading. So let's see for Aries. What do the angels and ancestors have for Aries? Elder, perfect. We have Druid. Okay, there's a lot of wise people here. And the Stargazer. Lovely. This is really beautiful. So we start with the Elder. Move beyond ancestral patterns. This is so interesting. We are actually coming up into this end of the year, so there's a lot of, especially now at the change of the season, there's a lot of ancestral um, honoring and all of that. And this one comes here and say, move beyond ancestral patterns. So this definitely is calling for some of you, right? This could be just a part of you are watching here today. um, to don't hold back so much into the ancestral patterns, but move beyond that. Maybe you are here to break that chain of something that maybe it's been happening in your old family, in your bloodline, and you're coming here to change that. Okay, you're coming here to heal. You are the one that comes here to transform. Okay, and all of that um, sort of energies here. So maybe you could be the one that it's finding most challenge, maybe in your family, and this is because you are potentially the ones to have to break that cycle, okay, in the family. And then we have Druid, hold the space. You have a very wise, I feel a lot of deep wise. I don't even have the sage here, but I even feel like I could have the sage here because it just feels so, there's so much, it feels responsibility, it feels heaviness in terms of there's so much that you have inside that you want to put it out there, and maybe you don't even know exactly the amount of knowledge and wisdom that you bring from the inside. And this is where this one, the Druid, is asking you to hold space. So you could be also invited to spend more time in nature, connect with the trees. I don't know if you live in, outside of the city, maybe you do have a tree, or even if you live in the city. Okay, so that's very interesting for you, this energy here. And then we have Stargazer, set your sights higher. And this makes total sense, especially with the first card that we're seeing here. It's about moving beyond ancestral patterns. So you were here to see things from a higher perspective. As it says, set your sights higher. So maybe a lot of people in your family, they never had their own business, and you could be the one to have. Or maybe in these generations that are still alive, no one ever lived outside, and you could be the one. No one ever traveled the world, and you could be the one, right? No one became millionaire, you could be the one. So there's a lot of, something didn't happen in your generations, in your past generations, and you could be the one opening up that channel for more generations to come and do that. So that is very interesting for you. I'm going to leave the Elder here at the top, and we're going to move into our tarot. Okay, so we're going to be doing 5 cards here. We're going to be taking 5 cards: the recent, past, present, what you don't see coming, the advice, and finally the outcome, and of course clarifying these cards. So okay, let's connect with Aries. Show me the recent past for Aries, please. Recent past for Aries. Show me the recent past. the King of Wands as your recent past. Show me the present for Aries, please. Present. Thank you. The Three of Wands. Show me what Aries don't see coming. Nine of Wands. What is the advice for Aries, please? Advice for Aries. The Nine of Cups. And the outcome. Show me the outcome for Aries, please. The Seven of Pentacles. Really nice. Okay, so let's clarify these cards before we dive in. But straight away, I like to see that you can change the whole course of your energy at this moment. Okay, you don't have any major arcana here, so which tells me that you have the power here to change anything that you don't feel it's right now. Okay, so let's clarify the King of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. So let's start with the King of Wands. We have the Queen of Cups for the Three of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, for the Nine of Wands, we have the Five of Wands. For the Nine of Cups, we have the Three of Pentacles. And for the Seven of Pentacles, okay, I'm going to take the first one, which is the High Priestess. Okay, so a lot of cards flying here for you. I'm not going to take them because they went onto the floor, and I just take the ones on the table. Okay, so let's get back here into the recent past, King of Wands and Queen of Cups. So these two cards take me with the sense of a couple here. Okay, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups and King of Wands. We could be talking about a relationship. We could be talking about, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. Okay, this could be a relationship between co-workers, a boss and an employee. Okay, something like that. But what I feel here is that there was a beautiful bond here. Okay, there was a beautiful balance here. Because you have the King of Wands that can be very fiery, but then you have the Queen of Cups that can help balance the situation. So it feels like some of you in the recent past may have had some nice connection. And remember, we were talking about move beyond ancestral patterns. We could be talking about in your lineage, maybe there were bad relationships. Okay, issues about relationships, and it really looks like here in the recent past you started going towards this beautiful connection. There's a beautiful connection here that I see in the past. It doesn't mean that it's not anymore, because we're looking at what happened in the past. It really feels like there's a beautiful connection here, so I really like that. Let's see how the game goes moving beyond. Now, for the present, I have the Three of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Now it makes total sense to me. Why are we just talking about in the recent past? This was a beautiful connection. It just feels like, yes, the connection was beautiful, but there are different wanting and needs here. Okay, the Three of Wands telling me with the Queen of Pentacles tells me that someone wanted more. Okay, remember we were talking about before, maybe you'll be the first one to travel the world, maybe you're the first one to go away from home, and that's exactly what I feel here. What I feel here is that someone wants to be more independent, be more successful. Queen of Pentacles, she knows she can do it. I mean, she, because it's a queen, okay? But this is just the energy. I'm not talking about genders here. So it really feels like at the present moment, some of you might be considering moving, going somewhere else, because you know there are more opportunities out there for you. And where you are right now, you're potentially starting to feel stagnant, even though you have a beautiful connection here, okay? In whatever form it is. Now, what you don't see coming, well, there could be some challenges here, but these challenges are mainly challenges that come from you. Okay, the Nine of Wands is asking you to don't give up, to keep trying, keep doing the things that you believe. However, this Five of Wands is telling me that there could be some people in your surroundings. It could be friends, it could be family, it could be a lover, it could be a husband, it could be dependents, whatever it is, encouraging you to don't do it. okay, encouraging you to don't do it. And this potentially it's somehow a little bit painful for you, but of course, if you have dependents, I would never be the first one to say just leave them behind. Absolutely not, okay? Because when we have responsibilities, we have to think about what is our priority right now. However, if I'm talking to a single person, if I'm talking to someone that has a relationship that it's very healthy and understandable, we could be talking about, it's time to, what you don't see coming is that there are going to be people, there always going to be someone that they will try to disencourage you on whatever you want to do for different reasons, okay? We could be talking about because you're doing something they were never brave enough to do. You're doing something that they don't agree with. You're doing something that they don't want because you're not going to be there available for them anymore. Okay, so there could be a lot of reasons here as well. And then for the advice, Nine of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Follow your dreams. Literally, it's follow your dreams. Look at this lady here. She's so happy, she's enjoying a good life. She's being rewarded. She's dreaming. All her dreams are coming through, she has all those cups there. And with the Three of Pentacles, I definitely see that this person went on the adventure and she found new people. She found people that support her. She found people that are there for her. She found people that, they don't judge, they don't criticize. They're just present and they just celebrate with her, and they understand when they need to understand. But I see this as a new group of people. It could even be a new job, and this is a new team. But I feel that you are very um, understanding, and the communication is so much better, and you live a much better life here. Okay, and then the outcome, yes, of course, as you keep following your dreams or you keep following your intuition, the plants have been seeded in the seeds have been planted in the past, and it starts finally to come back. And we could be talking about you just deciding to follow your intuition a little bit more, connecting and understanding that you have all the answers that you are looking, sometimes you're looking for outside. You actually have everything inside of you. You don't have to look for outside, because it doesn't matter what people say. You know how to plant your seeds. You have to water them. You have to wait for the right time, and then it will flourish, right? It will bloom beautifully here. So you just know that. You don't have to wait for people to tell you. You have to wait. You can actually see. You can prove with your own eyes, because it feels like whatever you're doing right now, you have done this before. Whether this is in a previous life or even in this life, you have done this before. You went before out in the distance on the adventure, and everything went well. You met the right people. You found everything that you wanted to find. You found it, all the support. Everything was there for you when you needed the most. Okay, so it's I feel like I'm giving you a reminder here that you've done this before. You don't have to be holding back so much. Okay. And now, before we end our reading, of course, we're going to be going back into our 3 questions, yes, no, or maybe. So you can pause this video while you think about your 3 questions, or if you don't have a question, we're going to get the 3 cards together at the end for a last message there, okay? So let's connect here, Aries. Question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3. Okay. So question number 1, the 7 of Wands, no. Question number 2, the Temperance. I feel yes here. Okay, it could be maybe, but I feel yes. And question number 3, Strength. Yes, absolutely yes. Okay. So overall here with these 3 cards, I love that we have 2 major arcana here. You don't have to explain yourself to the world. Okay, look at that. The 7 of Wands there. You don't have to explain yourself to the world, okay? You just have to believe that you are being guided. You do have angels and guides They're around you, okay? And they are bringing you the courage, they are bringing you the eagerness, the bravery to follow your dreams. So this reading has just been telling you from the beginning to follow your dreams. So that's what I feel it's coming very, very strong as we're coming till the end of this year. It's to follow your dreams. You've been doing all the work, you've done all the work, you've done this before. You've done this before, Aries, okay? So don't hold back, with caution, of course, making wise decisions, but you can definitely do this, okay? So that's what I have for you, Aries. Thank you so much. And until next time, have a lovely day. Bye bye.